Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. This is Fatima Business Wali, and as you know, in every session we have a new inspiring topic we discuss with ChatGPT. So now my topic is the future of education: how technology is transforming learning. So, in education is changing repeatedly because of technology, artificial intelligence, and digital tools. Through this discussion, I want to explore how those innovations are shaping the future of learning and how students and teachers can prepare for this existing new era. So, without wasting any time, let's start discussion with ChatGPT. Hello, ChatGPT.
Hey, Fatima, great to have you here. What's on your mind today?
Yes, today I have an amazing topic who I can discuss with you. The future of education, how technology is transforming learning.
Oh, I love that topic. It's so timely and it feels like it's changing all the time. What angle are you thinking of? Like maybe specific technologies or the impact on different age groups or even globally?
Yes, my first question. Education has evolved significantly other over the years. How do you think technology is changing the way students learn and teachers teach today?
That's a great opening question. I think technology is really personalizing learning so students can learn at their own pace with things like AI, adaptive platforms, and even virtual reality. And teachers, I mean, they have so many more tools now, like interactive whiteboards, online collaboration, and real time feedback. So it's a whole new dynamic.
Okay, so many students now have access to online courses and digital resources from around the world. How can technology make education more accessible and inclusive for everyone?
Yeah, that's such an important point. Technology breaks down a lot of barriers, like students in remote areas can access top tier courses. And it also helps with things like sign language, translations, or even adaptive tools for students with disabilities. It kind of opens up the whole world of learning, which is awesome.
Okay, so artificial intelligence is become an important part of education. How can AI help students learn from effectively and support teacher in their work?
Absolutely. AI is really a game changer. For students, it can give personalized learning paths, like detecting where they're struggling and adjusting the material to fit them. And for teachers, AI can automate admin tasks, give them insights into student progress, and help them plan more effectively. Really boosts that one on one support.
Okay, so artificial intelligence is becoming an important part of education. How can AI help students learn more effectively and support teacher in their work?
Yeah, definitely. So AI can really personalize learning. Think adaptive quizzes or AI tutors that guide students based on their strengths and weaknesses. And for teachers, AI can handle things like grading, track student progress, and even suggest resources tailored to each class. So it kind of frees up time for both students and teachers to focus on real learning.
Okay, so as you know, traditional classrooms and online learning both have advantage. What do you think the classroom of the future will look like? And how can it combine the best of both worlds?
Oh, I love this question. I think the classroom of the future will be this blended space. So you might have in-person sessions, but also integrate virtual elements like VR, real-time collaboration, and online resources. It'll be flexible, and I think it will really encourage both independence and connection, which is pretty cool.
Okay. So, technology provides instant access of information, but knowledge alone is not enough. What skills should students develop to succeed in their future?
Yeah, that's a big one. I think beyond just knowledge, students need critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication skills. These are the things that help them navigate a fast changing world. So it's not just about facts, but how they apply them.
Okay. So, personalized learning allows students to learn at their own pace. How can technology help create a learning experience that meets the unique needs of each student?
Yeah, that's a fantastic point. Technology can tailor learning through things like AI driven platforms, which adapt content based on how a student performs. Also, you have tools like gamified learning, interactive simulations, and even personalized feedback, all of which help each student get exactly what they need when they need it.
Okay, so many people worry that technology may reduce human interactions in education. How can we use technology while still maintaining strong teacher-student relationship?
Yeah, that's a real concern. I think the key is intentional balance. So, using technology as a tool, but not a replacement. Teachers can still facilitate discussions, group work, and mentorship. So, tech supports, but doesn't replace those meaningful connections. That way, students still feel seen and supported.
Okay, so can you please tell me difference between virtual reality and augmented reality?
Of course. So, virtual reality is when you're fully immersed in a digital environment, like you put on a headset and you're completely inside a virtual world. Augmented reality, on the other hand, overlays digital elements onto the real world. So, you see your environment but with extra digital info or objects added in. Both are really powerful, just in different ways.
Okay, so now please tell me virtual reality and augmented reality are transforming learning experience. How?
Yeah, so both are really powerful. Virtual reality can transport students to, say, ancient civilizations or distant planets, giving them immersive experiences that textbooks just can't match. And augmented reality, meanwhile, brings learning to life right in the classroom, like visualizing 3D models or interacting with data in real time. So it really deepens understanding and engagement.
Okay, so students today have access to more information than any generation before them. How can they learn to think critically and use information wisely?
That's such a crucial skill now. I think students need to be taught how to evaluate sources, recognize biases, and ask deeper questions. Teachers can guide them by giving real world problems, encouraging discussion, and modeling critical thinking so they don't just memorize facts, but actually analyze and apply them.
Okay, so
And
technology can be powerful tool, but it can also be a distraction. How can students stay focused and productive in a digital world?
yeah, that's a big challenge. I think it really helps if students set boundaries, like using apps that limit distractions, creating a dedicated study space, and scheduling tech free breaks. When they're intentional, tech can be a focus booster rather than a distraction.
Okay, now please tell me is what role will creativity play in the future of education and work?
Oh, creativity is going to be huge. As the world changes so quickly, creativity helps students adapt, solve problems in new ways, and think outside the box. So the future of education will really rely on nurturing that creative mindset, giving students space to experiment, take risks, and come up with fresh ideas.
Okay. So, how can technology help students collaboration with people from different countries and cultures?
Yeah, technology is amazing for that. Tools like video conferencing, shared virtual workspaces, and even collaborative platforms allow students to connect across borders so they can work on projects, share perspectives, and really build a global sense of community.
Okay. In the future, what skill will be more valuable than memorizing information?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, things like problem solving, emotional intelligence, adaptability, those are all going to be key. In a fast changing world, it's not about just having the facts, it's about being able to think, adapt, and work with others to create new solutions.
Okay. What challenges might school faces and they integrate more technology into education?
Yeah, there are a few big ones. I mean, cost is a big factor, affording the devices and the infrastructure. There's also training. Teachers need support to effectively use these tools and, ensuring equity, making sure every student has access regardless of their background. So it's a balance of resources, training, and equity.
Okay. How can parents support their children education in a technology driven world?
Yeah, that's a great question. Parents can stay involved by setting routines like tech-free time or checking in on homework. They can also learn alongside their kids, exploring educational apps or online tools. And of course, having open conversations about responsible tech use and balancing screen time.
Okay, how can technology inspire innovation, curiosity, and creativity among students?
Yeah, technology is really a spark for that. It gives students access to new tools like coding platforms, digital design software, or even global collaboration projects. When they experiment with these tools, they start asking bigger questions, imagining new solutions, and really pushing boundaries.
Okay, so how can what are the benefits and risk of using a power tools in education?
Yeah, great question. So the benefits are huge. AI can personalize learning, give instant feedback, and help with administrative tasks. But the risks are also real, things like data privacy, the potential for bias, and over reliance on tech. So it's all about using AI thoughtfully with safeguards in place.
Okay, so what can parents support the children education in a technology driven world?
Yeah, that's a great point. Parents can support by staying engaged, like keeping open conversations about what their kids are doing online, setting healthy tech boundaries, and exploring education tools together. And they can also model balance, showing how to use tech responsibly. So it's a positive part of learning, not a distraction.
Okay. As a student, teacher, and future leader, how can you use technology to create a positive impact in education and society?
Yeah, that's a really inspiring question. I think as a student, I can use tech to access diverse perspectives and share my ideas, maybe through a blog or a podcast. As a teacher, I can use technology to make lessons more engaging and inclusive, like using AR or collaborative tools. And as a future leader, I can advocate for equitable access, ensuring everyone benefits from these innovations.
Okay. So, thank you so much, ChatGPT thought-provoking discussion. I learned that technology is not replacing education; it is transforming it. The future of education will require creativity, critical thinking, adaptability, and lifelong learning. By impressing technology wise, the student and teachers can unlock new opportunity and create better learning experience for everyone.
Absolutely. I'm really glad this conversation was helpful. And you're totally right. It's all about using technology to empower us, not replace that human element. Thanks for this thoughtful discussion. I'm excited to see how you continue exploring it.
Yes, thank you and goodbye.
You're very welcome. I'm so glad we got to chat. Take care. And if you ever want to discuss more, I'm here. Goodbye.